I wrote a letter because we just watched the vocabulary about letters, and then I chose to write one about you and Mommy, and I already sent it into Mommy, but now
she sent it to me.
Oh. Mama sent me a voicemail. I don't know like that.
Singing or something?
She was singing. I feel like my breath smells like onions after I've just brushed my teeth. Oh. Was on my recommended, but I was because I scrolled down and it said millionaire morning routine, and it said
millionaire what?
Morning routine, and it said 2020 millionaire I don't know how to say it. ENTREPRENEUR.
Entrepreneur.
You tell me what that means. Morning routine. You have to take it off your shoes yet? I do that first thing when I come back, even if I got to clean or take a shower, whatever. Well, you gotta take off your shoes if you're gonna take a shower.
True.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taking you to 13. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return.
Don't change your jerseys, man. Just rock whatever they give you. I'll do the same.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. Looking to throw. Love. So Green able to avoid the defender, make the tough catch. And that obviously reminds me of the article you and I were reading before the game. In elementary school, he was on the juggling team. He could juggle not 3 but 4 things at once. And that's where he got that good hand-eye coordination.
So when we talk about circus catches that he's made, we're actually pretty accurate, aren't we?
Absolutely. Were you on your elementary school juggling team?
No, they cut me in the first round.
I figured. They wouldn't even let me audition. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On 4th down, Love.
Wow,
My goodness,
good
this is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change the momentum in a big way.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This is Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they took him to the vet, and they paid $85
3rd down, it's Prescott.
that they don't just stay talking.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
That's terrible.
Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Cooper was the target there. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, You got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nixon will try the right side. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Nixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon.
Appreciate it.
Touchdown number 12.
How long have you been on the Cowboy
These
squad?
guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and
The second game?
Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Not so bad.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Prescott now. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's got the leg.
Boy, slippery, man.
He goes, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Choose the mic. Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott.
Oh, my God.
Up here complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I jumped the shit out of that.
When you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike, 2.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott gonna take a shot for Gallup.
You
And that'll wind up
get them 2
incomplete.
spectacular picks,
Play call there.
but you don't get that one, Tony. Come on.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Single, 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 single.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Love. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, baby.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go to Elliott again. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Redskins.
That's correct.
Come on.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon.
Wow.
They went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. Dixon with a first down carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on second down. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, this is Madison. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Prescott on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
We can't be late on that throw. Good D.
A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he shifts past him. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those inches.
Oh, we had him. We had him. Come on, boys. Give me some time.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back to throw. Love. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This to Jarwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these players are really for next week trying to get some momentum going.
Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wow, good throw.
Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Wow.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it, this is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But boy, what a way to finish it.
So for Cincinnati, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home